Alright?
Yep.
G'day, I'm Luke from Drifta, and it's Thursday night here in the backyard of Drifta headquarters, and yeah, we wanted to show you our new Drifta Firepit. Bit of a quick video to show you how it goes together and how it sort of works. So what we'll do is I might just get this one going first, and then we'll show you on another one how they sort of put together. We've got two sizes at the moment. We will have a third size and a larger one. So this is going to be the medium, which is about the size of the large Snow Peak Firepit, roughly. And this will be our small one, which is roughly the size of the medium Snow Peak Firepit. Not identical, but about the same. So what I'll do is, what's a nice bit of hardwood here. I'll show you a good little tip for lighting this fire. One of the advantages is, you can see here you've got a square base. So larger pieces, or pieces like that, you can sort of stack them in from the base. So what we'll do, you know, we've often lit it with, you know, the Giga torch, but a good way of doing it is like this here. Just a couple of firelighters. Righto. Now you see I've got some pieces either side of those, and that's for a reason I'll show you in a sec. Light those up. Now we're just going to use a bit of ply because that's all we got at the moment, but just twigs would be the same thing. So we're just going to stack those, lay them across there like that, and then we can go this way here. Now because you've got that nice square base as opposed to the inverted pyramid base, you can stack things really nicely from the bottom up. And stacking firewood like this makes a huge difference when getting a fire going, because, you know, I think one of the most important, or one of the main problems people have with the fire pit is they smother the fire. And if the fire doesn't have plenty of oxygen, plenty of room to breathe, then it just won't burn. Okay? Once you get some heat in there, it's a different story, because the heat generates its own sort of flow. But when you're getting it going, it's very important to, yeah, let it breathe. And if you've got a little bit damp wood, it's one problem, but I think the most common problem is people smothering the fire, particularly when you're getting it going. So this is a big advantage. You can see just from a couple of you know, firelighters how well that's breathing. And also fires love to climb, you know, and from just those couple of tiny little fire starters at the bottom, it's just going to keep climbing, and it won't take long. Look at that. So well, that's it. We're going to leave that, and that's right to go. So you can see it's similar to what we've been selling before, the Snow Peak Firepit. We've still got those and selling lots of them. They're going great. They're a stainless steel Firepit. These are just black steel. Okay, we're making them ourselves here at Drifta, and it's just black steel, so it will rust. We've had this going for a few days. You can probably, mostly on the inside, you can start to see a little bit of rust, but that's fine. It's just surface rust, okay, and that's not going to worry it really at all. You know, we'll put a 5-year warranty on these, no worries. We'll put a few year warranty on these. I mean, that really, if you look after it, that'll last you forever, no problems. But good thing, just say for example, you know, one of them got bent or damaged or lost or whatever, all these parts are fully replaceable and they're not expensive. So, you know, that's an advantage. So what we'll do is show you over here. Now this is the little medium one, or the small one, sorry, and great little size. You can see how you can pick it up there, no worries. Yeah, it's just very light too. That's about 5 kilos. So it'll come in a Drifta bag. Now the medium Firepit here is going to come with the base and the base stand as a part of the kit, and also the bag. so. There are some nuts and bolts. There'll be some stainless nuts and bolts in a small bag. I'll show you what they're for. This is the base here, and you can see how the base stand fits inside, so that works quite well. When you're folding it up, you've been putting the two Australia base sections like that, okay, and then the two Drifta sections like that, and then a little coal bed like that, which packs up very flat. You can see that. That's no thicker than the base, which is about 30 mils. And this is about, what was it, Jake? 9 kilos?
11 kilos.
11 kilos. So, what you do is just put those together like that. Now these have got two sections. One is smaller, a little nib there, and that goes up. So put your base down. And good thing with this is it's got a positive locking system. Alright, see that? Now they just, you know, completely lock in there, so you just know exactly where it's got to go, and that's it like that. Now with the Firepit, it's best to start with the Australia section, okay? And there's two ways that each of these can go, but it's designed so that the Australia or the Drifta is visible properly from the outside, okay? So that'd be like this. These legs also fit on the inside. So start with that one, and then we get the Drifta piece, okay? And the other tip to put it together also is this folding section, the little lip on top that folds to the outside all the time, okay? So we're just going to hook this in here. You can see that. Just simply hooks in like that. Then we get the other piece here. Hook that in there. You need to do it that way, in that order, so that now we can get this piece here in. It doesn't really matter which way up, we can go that way. Alright, so you just slot that in like that. And the last one, okay, this lip to the outside. That's it. So it doesn't take long. Now we can pick that up, and this from the handles, no problem at all. Will not fall apart, of course. But if we picked it up from here, from these sides, then that would collapse the Firepit. So just be aware of that. There's no reason to pick it up from that side, and it won't be long. It'll be hot anyway. But just be aware that you can't really pick it up from these sides. You have to pick it up like that. Now, if you're, and that's fine, the Firepit can't fall over, it's fine like that. If you wanted to, we've got these nuts and bolts, they're stainless steel, and they come with a Firepit. And you can just put those on. Alright, so if you're camping, even overnight, doesn't matter, you may have to put them on. Doesn't take long, and that means that the Firepit is pretty much indestructible. Okay, they're just some stainless steel M6 nuts and bolts. Pretty simple. Alright, and once they're in, nothing can come apart. The legs on the Firepit, the small legs here, these sections will fit into these slots, okay? Doesn't really matter a great deal, you can put it like that, but it is designed just to fit in like that, which sort of locks in as well. And that's it. The small ones fit exactly the same. Now we've also got this piece here. So what we're doing is this medium kit comes exactly like that, with the 4 sections in the base stand and the base plate, and also the bag. Now you'll be able to get this as an extra, okay? What this here is we'll call a coal bed, okay? So it'll fit in there. Say if you just want to cook with heat beads, of course you can see it's a fairly deep fire pit, so this will fit inside, goes that way, okay? Fits like that, Now if you wanted to cook with heat beads, you just chuck them on top there, and you can see how you could use that. Now we don't have a cooking grill for it, not at this stage, probably won't make one, but if you happen to have the Snow Peak one, right, that'll fit on there. Now you can buy all sorts of grills, all sorts of grill net, grill plates, whatever. Pretty much anything you like can sit on top. Doesn't need to lock on there, it's going to be nice and level, and you can just put that on however you like. Same thing if you had a little hot plate, just chuck it on top. Righto, so let's have a look how this one's going. Yeah, so burning away nicely. Now the big thing, the advantage with this, or the nice thing about it, is you can see the Drifta and the logo, you know, with that yellow flame. How's it look on that side, Jay? Come on this side here and you can see it really well. Look at that. I mean, you're sitting around here at your camp, and if you're a Drifta fan, or if you're not and you want to be one, well, that's pretty cool, you know. Yeah, so it's just really nice to sit and look at that. It's got a lot of character about it, and you know, it's a great little fire pit. So like we said in a video before on the live feed on Facebook, you might want to use this for warmth when you're camping, and then use your Snow Peak for cooking, or even vice versa. But this has got a deeper volume space, so it will hold more firewood. It'll hold a little bit bigger pieces, and you can stack that up a little bit more, and which means it'll burn for longer. So yeah, now you can see you're going to get a little bit of bending slightly. This is 2mm black steel. You'll get a little bit of bending in it. It's not a big deal. It'll straighten up later on. You can easily straighten up also. It won't go any more than that, and it's not a big deal anyway. So you will see a little bit of distortion, but that's fine. We are going to do a larger one of these, and it'll be about 100 mils greater in size each way, which is quite a bit bigger in volume size, and that'll be more of a home-based one. It'll be thicker material, like 2.5, 3 mil, quite a bit bigger, and it'd be something you'd sort of set up at home and leave there. It'd be quite heavy. It'd be probably 20 kilos, maybe too much for carrying around, but we'll bring that out shortly as well. So that's a good little fire pit, and yeah, you know, I was talking to Tofty a while back, and he sort of put us onto this. He said a few companies up in Queensland, some corporate companies, were sort of bringing out some sort of fire pit, these big sort of, you know, really big fire pits with corporate logos in there. So I thought, yeah, sounds like a good idea, and talking to Toby, our new, Toby's working here for us on the plasma cutter. He's from Germany, and he's a mechanical engineer, very, very clever bloke. And I sort of gave him some ideas what I wanted, and he came up with this idea. So it's actually a unique system of how it connects together. That's an individually unique idea, that locking system in that fire pit. So yeah, it works out brilliant. Particularly it folds so flat, as you can see. And we've got the other models. That's a great little one if you wanted to, you know, if you got a small van or whatever. And now we're not selling this one with a base. You'll be able to get the base as an extra, so you can get the base and the stand on this one, but as stand it'll come just like this, and also with the bag. Now I've got this paint as well. Yeah, Stove Bright it's called, or Pot Belly Black. You can buy it in a little tin, you can paint it on. This is great stuff. It's sort of a bit of a grey. And you can paint that on, and it works really good. If you wanted to use this, say once a year, spray that on, it'd be great for the fire pit. It will keep that looking better, stop the rust. It's fireproof paint. I think what's best to do though, you need to burn this in first. So you'd burn that at least once. There will be a bit of grease on there from the manufacturing, and you know, you'll find the paint won't stick real well in some places. So just burn it in, and then if you wanted to, you can just spray that up. Gives a really nice finish, this. Look at that. You can see how that's going to come up. And again, this is fireproof paint. I haven't shaken that real well, but that'll do the job, and that'll keep it going for, I reckon, a good 12 months, so that you could you know, keep that fire pit looking really nice. So that's a nice option as well. You don't have to do that, but if you wanted to, you can. So, what do you reckon, Jake?
Right.
That about covers it.
That's it.
Tell you what, these beers, Great Northern Queensland beers, mate. It's pretty rough, but it's all we got at the moment. So yeah, if you wanted to put heat beads on, heat beads there, you can just chuck these on here, no worries. You'd put a couple of firelighters, you'd use your charcoal starter, a Uniflame charcoal starter, sit them on there, and you know, you could just imagine that your heat beads would be going really nice. You've got lots of room, quite a big cooking area, and yeah, now the price at the moment will be on the website. These are on the web. They're fairly inexpensive for what they are, and you know, we can knock these out and send them out to you, no worries at all. So, righto, well, that's about it. We're going to sit around here and have a beer. We've got a couple of chops left over from my mate Tony Bowen when he was here last couple of days. Might chuck them on and sit around and enjoy the new Drifta fire pit. No worries. How's that? Just like that, eh? Nothing like that. See how it goes. You might just light this one up, eh, Jakey?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is stainless steel on the Uniflame camp table. So we talked to my mate over in Japan, Takafumi, today, and he quite likes this, so we're going to send him one tomorrow. Now, Takafumi is the Uniflame sales manager, and yeah, he's we've been sending some canvas bags to him, and he's starting to show them to some of the Japanese clients and starting to sell them. But they really like this little fire pit, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're going to send him one tomorrow, Jake, and he's going to show a few people, so it'd be pretty cool to start sending fire pits back to Japan, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would be cool. This one particularly would be great because it's small and light, you know, got the Australian logo on it. That's pretty unique. That's got some heat in there, eh?
Yeah, it's good heat.
And that one little firelighter, and this is good wood. This is basically red gum, bit of white mahogany. There's a cracker. So look at that. Now if you're camping with a little van or anything at all, and you know, maybe you've got a caravan, 5 kilos, you know, that's going to fit anywhere in your van. It's so small and light. I think we're doing this one here, just the fire pit itself, like that, with the bag, around 150 bucks. So pretty economical. Anybody can fit that in, and we'd even take that in the motorbike, JK. Kaito. But if you're, you know, caravan camping and you're at a free camp spot or out in the road or anywhere you are, even like that on the little fire pit, I mean, on the coffee table, so good if you can have a little fire pit, you know. You don't need much wood, and look at that. I mean, that's plenty of fire if you just want to sit around at night and enjoy a little fire. Got your kids with you, toast some marshmallows. Kids love doing that. And it's great to get the kids involved, you know. This is nice and safe, and it's important to teach kids about fire when they're little, you know. Right when they're 2-3 years old, get them here, and they can learn about fires and learn to respect it, and better off bringing them up with fire so they understand it, rather than they get 15 and then they burn your shed down, you know. No, that's a cracker. Look at that, Jake. Yeah, that's heaps to sit around and enjoy. Just it's a small fire pit, but you know, 150 bucks. That's pretty good value. And yeah, and if any of these, if you had this 20 years time and this piece burn out or whatever, well, no big deal. We'll just send you another one. You know, like these parts are very easy to replace. Individually, they're not that expensive. And yeah, good old Toby, mate. He's a clever bloke, isn't he?
Yeah, that's for sure.
These Germans, they're clever people. And well, he's a German guy. He's in a troop carrier in Australia, and he reckons Friday night, a couple of weeks ago, took him a whole bottle of Bundy rum to work this out, you know. Because it's so simple, but you know, I've designed a lot of stuff. 15 years we've been designing products, kitchens, drawers, trailers, whatever. It takes a lot of thinking, you know. This idea didn't just snap in your head, you know. It takes a lot of thinking. We've done 4, 5, 6 prototypes, improve it, get it better, change the design, and then come up with something that's, in the end, is just perfect, you know. And yeah, but he's just hit onto a cracking little idea, and with a drifter in there and the logo, that little plasma cutter's just working overtime. And yeah, bloody ripper. Right, I'll get it going. While it's getting going, I'll move over here, or here, and I'll set this one up again. What do you reckon? How's it look? Yeah. Just let's do a sound test. So okay. How's that sound hitting? Like
yeah.
2 bars?
Yeah, 2 bars and...
Hitting about 3/4?
Yeah, hitting about 3/4.
Okay. Do you want to... We could chuck a couple of chops on later on if you want to.
Yeah, I don't think we have. I
got some chops in the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Petra has schnitzels from yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I might just one sec. I might just chuck one on. Might look good. Let's see.
Oh,
should I go back into the makeup room?
Gay like always.
Perfect.
Alright.
Yeah, what do you mean I look gay?
It's fine. Just take your hat off.